Hello and welcome to another Olde Battle Reps
Infinite Rigid
40k report. We're doing a nice small one again, 1,200 points. I'm using my new Dark Angels. Bought these off, well I haven't painted them yet. Bought them off Jason Mountain. And nice to painted away as well. Yay for painted models. Look, an army that's mainly painted. Yay. So we'll introduce the armies. I will show you the board and go from there. I've got HQ choices. I've got a Master. He's got the Heavenfall Blade and Plasma Pistol, I think. And my Librarian's got Force Stave. Psychic Powers, obviously Smite, Aversion, and I can't remember what the last one is. Well, I thought it was one I'm probably not going to cast anyway, so if it comes to cast, you'll find it. Troop choices, 2 tactical squads. This one's got just 5 Marines, Sergeant, Plasma Gun. Unfortunately, the boxes were when I dropped, so he's lost his backpack, but never mind. And then a unit of 6 with a plasma cannon and a sergeant again. Unit of 5 scouts. I couldn't find my 5th sniper scout for some reason, so I've got a non-sniper scout. But they have all got sniper rifles and camo cloaks. Deathwing Terminators with an assault cannon and a sergeant. The rest of them have got power fists and storm bolters. Unit of Ravenwing bikers. They're WYSIWYG, so I've got a sergeant with a power sword and a plasma gun. This is a Nephilim jet fighter. I'm not sure which one it's supposed to be. First time I've used Dark Angel, but that's Nephilim jet fighter, not a Dark Talon. I've then got Devastators. Don't really know Dark Angels or Space Marines very well at all, so I took on for one of each. I've got a plasma cannon, multi-melter, heavy bolter, and las cannon because you can separate fire now in heat, so it doesn't matter too much. Sergeant, obviously, with a pistol. And I've got a Vindicator with its big gun. Vindicator's also got a Hunter Killer and a Storm Bolter, I think. So Jack's brought, well, he's borrowing my demons to use. This is a fully Nurgle demon army, so he'll be benefiting from the Nurgle trait. Leading it is not Scabathax Bloated, that is just a standard Great Unclean one, but this model's basically the same size, and I don't own a Great Unclean one, because why would I when I've got this one? He's then got what looks alarmingly like Bellicor, but it's in fact just a Nurgle Demon Prince. Have you given him wings?
Yeah,
with wings.
Bellicor, yeah.
Cool. A Poxbringer, and then troop choices. He's got Nurglings because everyone brings Nurglings because they're brilliant. Unit of 17? 17 Plague Bearers with an icon, yeah, and the champion bloke, and 10 Plague Bearers with an icon. Fast attack, 3 Plague Drones. They've also got an icon, I think.
Yeah.
So they've got an icon but haven't got an instrument.
Yeah. And
last of all, a Soul Grinder, which I finished painting. Yay, fully painted Soul Grinder. Looking all green and dirty and horrible. And he's got, I think he's got a sword. Not the obviously the Phlegm Bombardment.
Yeah.
So that's 1,200. Both armies are just a smidgen over 1,200, I think.
We both haven't used these armies before, I think.
Nope, you haven't used Nurgle Demons. Obviously, I've used Nurgle Demons before. I've not used Dark Angels before, so this should be interesting. Okay, here's our battlefield. We've got some ruins. Got my Devastator squad, tactical squad, master. I think I might call him a captain earlier. He's a master. Tactical squad, librarian, vindicator. And my Deathwing are in the teleportarium. My scouts are deployed up here. But they're so unpainted, they're actually quite disguised. Jack's deployed his Nurgling slightly further forwards, got Soul Grinder, Poxbringer's back there as well, hiding what the coward he is, and then Demon Prince over there, and you've put the unit of
a large unit of Plague Bearers are in the
teleportarium, in the water. We've got 4 objectives, 1, 2, 3, 4. The way victory points work is 1 point at the end of each of your own turns if you control an objective, 1 point for every unit you kill, and Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood. So we haven't rolled first turn yet. Should we do that on camera?
Yeah, I get +1.
You get +1. I've got a 3, a 2.
The draw.
1, 2,
That
2.
does, yeah.
Unless I can seize. No.
Oh.
That's a 5. So Demons turn 1. So first movement for Demon. These guys both advanced up. Claim that objective. Those Plague Bears obviously stayed back there to keep control of that one. They might end up with some Deathwing up to us. Ground Clean One's advanced up. He got 1 as advanced roll.
Yeah.
Nurgle's stay where they are. And the Assault Guards stay where they are. And you've left the...
Nurgle's moved across a bit to let him through.
Oh, okay. Okay. And the other Plague Bearers are still in the warp. End of Demon Psychic phase. First off, you did a minus for Pestilence, which you got off with an 8 or something. Then you did a Smite, and you got a big Smite. And you got Peril's Smite, double 6. So I couldn't resist. Well, I could try. I had to get double 6. And he killed 5 of this tactical squad. 4. I'll say it's better next time. Just the Plasma guy left. He suffered 2 wounds, and then Demon Prince healed him back 1 wound with Fleshy Abundance. I didn't resist that either. Didn't deny that either. On to shooting. So in the shooting phase, it's just Soul Grinder to fire. Fire what you find first.
We'll do the Harvester Cannon.
At
the
one
ones
load
basically
in place
such a
point,
waste.
trying to get first blood.
One get first blood.
And another point for killing a unit as well. So
it's heavy 3.
okay, so 4's to hit. 2
hits.
hits. Strength.
7.
3's to wounds.
3s. 2 wounds.
wounds.
-1.
Minus 1. I used my dice, thank you very much. Silly dice. He's dead twice. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take him off in a second. And then the Phlegm Bombardment at the Nephilim
Nephilim.
Jet Fighter. So minus 1 to hit.
Heavy D6.
Heavy D6. 3 shots.
So 5s to hit.
5.
Oh,
Popped, yeah.
1
One
hit. Strength 8. 3 plus.
Okay, so 3 plus. Strength toughness 6.
Wounds.
Wounds.
-2 saves. Got 5%. Save.
Yeah, saved a 6. Should use your dice more often. Cool. End of your turn.
That's it.
Turn 1 Deathwing. Turn 1 Dark Angel's movement. Bikes and Jet Flight have moved around. The bikes advanced, and I paid 1 CP for Speed of the Raven, so they still get to shoot and charge. Jet Fighter's gone all the way over there. But he saves this Jet Fighter. The only thing that can really hit him is like Sidekick and this guy, because you can't charge him.
Plague Flow.
Okay, yeah, it's nice one to hit though.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that. These guys moved around. I've kept this Plasma Cannon hasn't moved, but everyone else has in order to claim this objective, and Devastate to stay where they are, and those guys to stay where they are as well. Okay, on to Psychic. End of Psychic phase. A Warp Storm is rolling in, Jack. That's what that noise actually is. Got 2 Psychic powers off. Cast Smite. And I got a big Smite, got 11. Did 3 wounds altogether. I caused 4 wounds and he saved 1 with Disgusting Resilient. And then I got an aversion off on this guy. He's -1 to his hit rolls now. And on to shooting. Okay, so we're halfway through the shooting phase. All the small arm and Devastator Cord have gone. These guys fight everything with Nurglings. Hit with loads, wounded with loads. They are so fucking disgustingly resilient. 1 wound they suffered. I have, however, made a rather demon print shaped hole here.
I put him too far forward. There was no need for him to be that far forward.
Yeah.
And it
So
was just in range.
Sniper Rifle's got 2 mortal wounds on him.
Yeah.
These guys fired, Plasma Cannon did a wound, and then he was finished off by some Hellfire rounds from the Heavy Bolter. These guys, the rest of them shot at them. Again, loads of hits, loads of wounds, loads of invulnerable saves, loads of disgusting resilient saves. 1 wound suffered. And we're on to the fun stuff. So the Vindicator. He's going to fire his Demolisher Cannon at the Soul Grinder. His Storm Bolter, let's see if you can see them. His Storm Bolter at the Nurglings. And his Hunter Killer Missile at the Soul Grinder as well.
Cool.
Let's do Hunter Killer Missile first. Heavy 1. Hits. Strength 8. Wounds. -2 to your save.
Right, just do my 5 plus.
Yeah, it'll be a 5 plus. He hasn't got a 2 plus save. 5 plus invuln.
Nope.
Nope. D6 wounds. 6 wounds. Hunter Killer Missiles come out, so like 10 points.
Oh, he does have to. Oh,
Yeah, he does,
yeah. Okay.
But no, you're luck with these, you'll just say, oh, if you put your dice up. 3 wounds.
3.
Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Stormbolter, do that first. Amplified 2 at the Nurglings. 1 hit. Oops, probably should have got that on camera. No wounds. And last of all, Demolisher Cannon.
There would be, because they're toughness 2, that'd be a wound, right? You're a 2.
Oh, I did, yeah. So that does wound, yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 5+ save and 1 discussing resilient.
Yeah.
Saved. Demolisher Cannon, D3 shots. 1 hits. Doesn't wound. Okay, so last thing to fire is the Jet Fighter. He's firing his Avenger Mega Bolter and Heavy Bolter at the Plague Bearers.
Mega Bolter, seriously.
Avenger Mega Bolter.
Mega Bolter.
And his Black Sword Missile Launcher at them. So I actually may as well work. Oh no, I'll do it separately. So this is the Avenger Mega Bolter. 10 shots, hitting on.
Is it heavy?
It is heavy, but I also get +1 for shooting at things that are on the ground. So it's still 3s to hit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep. So take out misses. So hit there as well. Strength 6, so 3s to wound. Ooh, 6 wounds. 6 5 up. Made 2
Average.
and resilient.
Yeah, so
3 die this time. And then I've got 6 shots with my, which are conveniently right here, 6 shots with my Heavy Bolter. Oh, not so good. 2 hits. 1 wound. Nope. And nope, 1 more dead. And last of all, Black Sword Missile Launcher. Hits. Strength 7. Wounds on 6. -3, so it's your thingy, and then 2 damage.
Save.
Cocked.
Nope.
Nope. And 2 damage.
Oh, 2 damage. Shit.
2 wounds. That's the end of shooting. Only 1 assault to do, so I might as well do it on camera. Actually, no, not. I don't need to roll for these guys. These guys are going to assault those Nurglings.
Yep.
Another rather disappointing show from the Raven Wing. We haven't done so well so far. I caused 2 wounds altogether, and you got none in return. But I was hoping for more from them. I think you need 6 in a unit really to make them work.
Yeah, I mean, because they only did, they started with 1 wound and the other guys did 1.
Yeah.
If you'd done a bit better on the shooting.
Yeah, the shooting was very disappointing with them.
You
I've
might
done
have
better on the
killed a
shooting, it
couple.
might have been better, yeah, exactly. Alright, on to Demons. Turn 2. Okay, pretty much the end of Nurgle. Nurgle Demons, I don't know what to call you really. Demons, but it's Nurgle Demons. Movement, he's got advanced right up. Oh, we got a clean one right in my face. Guys have moved up. There's 17. Plague Bears have dropped down on that objective. Makes sense. They stay still. They're obviously stuck. He stayed still, and Jack now just paid 2 CP to regenerate D3 wounds on this guy. Be a 1, be a 1. 1!
Oh,
You can CP it.
CP it, yeah.
You only have 3 left.
Oh,
Still
fuck's
1.
sake.
So 3 CP, just generate 1 wound. That's the roll of the dice, mate. That's the roll of the dice.
He's taking the fucking piss.
On to Psychic Phase. Demon Psychic Phase was fairly uneventful. Smite back here caused 2 wounds.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
On the Jet Fighter. And this guy failed his
He failed the -1 to hit
Miasma Pestilence, and I denied him his Fleshy Abundance. Okay, and shooting. He can't. Is his assault weapon?
Don't know.
Anyway, we'll see.
Should be.
Shooting. So, go ahead and clean one. Fires Plague Flail at the Space Marines and kills 4. In spite of being -2.
The damage isn't lost.
Damage isn't lost. Death's Head's fired, didn't do any more, so I've still got the 2 left. And then now it's over to the Soul Grinder, firing everything at Nephilim Jet Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's Harvester Cannon's heavy 3.
Okay.
Be -1.
Yeah, so
'cause
5 to
he
hit.
was yeah, so 5s.
No hits.
And then
Just check that. Yep.
The
No
other
hits.
one is heavy D6.
Yep, halves the cannon.
Heavy Glim Bomb Bomb.
So 4 shots. 5 to hit again.
Come on. Fuck.
1 hit. Strength 8. Yeah, so 3's to wounds.
Wounds. -2, so you've got 5 plus save. Oh,
Save. The oldie battle rep sword saves me. Shit. Cool. On to charge phase. Charge phase, very simple. Thogwand got in, no problems. These guys got in to the Devastators, which is horrible, because this is horrible. Suffered 1 wound to Overwatch, and obviously they're wobbly world syndrome, they are actually on the top of that building. Yeah, over to
combat.
Kill phase. End of Demons combat. A bit disappointing for you, really.
Well, the Soul Grinder missed with all of its attacks.
Soul Grinder misses all 5 of its attacks, and the worst thing is these guys can leave combat and still shoot. They're Raven Wing. That's not great because I was rubbish last time. And over here, all you really managed to do was kill a Sergeant and a Multi-Melter, and I caused 1 wound in return. And you're going to get this guy up your ass next to him.
Should I be worried? I don't know anything about him.
I have no idea either. On to Dark Angel's turn 2. So you've scored 1 there, 1, 2, 3. You haven't killed any units.
Didn't kill any units, I know.
You didn't kill that tactical squad.
No, just 3.
So 3 points. You put you on 8 against my 2.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay. So end of, I say Death Guard then. End of Dark Angel's movement. You guys have broken out of combat because they're doing nothing there. They've broken out of combat and the captains come round. The masters come round to have a go at these guys. My jet fighters come round and the terminators have come in, and they did, I think it's called like Angel Descent or Deathwing Assault, so they immediately got to shoot, and they took 2 wounds off the Poxbringer. That's it. I feel like I've not got a lot of men.
No.
Oh, my scout's still there. All right then.
Yeah, they're well camouflaged.
All right, scouts.
Yeah,
yeah, on to Psychic. So quick Psychic phase. I got a version off again.
Don't you say that.
And I got a clean one, and Smite took out the last one of these guys, which is good. Just 2 of them left. Okay, kind of wish I'd filmed some of that shooting phase. Fairly successful, really. Vindicator fired at this guy and took off 6 wounds, I think, altogether, which is pretty impressive. It's probably got 2 invulnerable saves that you saved.
Yeah, hit him with 3.
Hit him with 3, and you saved 2 of them. Took a wound off the Nurglings. Completely wiped out the Poxbringer and all those Plague Bearers with the combination of the Deathwing and the Nephilim. And that's it, I think.
A few plasma pistol shots at him as well.
I think one done did a wound as well. So basically he's down to 9 wounds, which is down to half strength. On to charge phases. He's going to charge. So you can Overwatch for them. I'll roll this. He'll get in. Yep, so he's in.
One hit. Toughness. What toughness are you? 5, 4?
Don't know, roll it.
That's
That'll wound.
No AP?
Doesn't save.
Oh, he's not got 2 plus save?
No, he's got power, I think. I'll check that, but I'll save that too and remember. I have to touch my librarian in, he's got a 4 save. Yeah, so let's touch librarian in as well. 9, that's easily in. That's 9. He's in. Now for the big one, Terminators. Charging those Plague Bearers. Come on, 9-inch charge. Come on, mama.
8, 7.
Command point.
No.
Failed. Do I get the command point back? No.
Down to 3.
Okay, so a fairly uneventful combat phase, really. I took 1 wound off them, and they did no wounds in return, so that's it. And that's the end of assault phase.
So you get...
I get what?
Objective you want?
I got objective here. I got 1 objective there, and I killed 2 units.
Where? Where's the guy getting the objective?
That guy there.
Oh, I can't see from this angle. Oh,
yeah, he's just about in range.
Yeah.
That's it. So 3 points. So on turn 3, very simple movement for Demons. He's moved up. Nurglings have moved round, and that's it.
Yeah.
Stayed still, locked in combat, on an objective. So yeah. Cool. Over to you, Psychic. This guy basically. He lost like Earth. Successful Psychic phase from this bloke. He started by doing...
Well, at the end of my movement phase, sorry, I did the 2 CP to heal D3 wounds and healed 3.
Yep. Then he did... Oops, slipped. Then he did...
Fleshy Buns.
Fleshy Buns. Healed 3 more. Some 15 wounds. And he successfully got -1 Pestilence off. So he's -1 to hit as well. So it was pretty good, really. On to shooting. Shooting phase so far, Jack's fired this guy, and he killed the last 2 tactical wounds, and that's according. Now you're firing a Soul Grinder at the Jet Fighter.
Yeah, for the 3rd time.
For the 3rd
Haven't
time.
done anything to it so far. Harvester Cannon.
Okay.
So it's hitting on 5s.
Yep.
Oh no, actually no, it's... Yeah, because he's got 10 wounds, it's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, more than half. So 5s. No.
No hits.
Heavy
And then-
D6 for the phlegm bombardment. Somehow it can hit that with phlegm.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a gob.
2 shots.
I'm not going to CP that. 2
2
hits.
hits.
My faith was rewarded.
Yeah.
Strength
8, I think it was.
Yeah.
So 3 to wounds.
Yeah. Fuck.
But no wounds. Okay.
Spoke too soon.
End of shooting.
Yeah.
On to charge phase.
Cool.
Good charge phase. He got in, nothing from Overwatch. He got in, nothing from Overwatch.
Long charge away.
End of demon combat phase. Did 5 wounds to this guy. Killed 2 bikes, nothing in return. Oh no, lost 1 wound in return. Nothing in return to this guy. And you caused 1 wound on the librarian, and the librarian killed that guy. Librarian is apparently significantly better in combat than a master. Okay, on to my turn 3. So movement, jet fighters come over here. These guys have all stayed still. Deathwing moved round to get into there near those plague bearers, and that guy's jumped back onto that objective to get me an extra point. On to psychic. So not particularly exciting psychic phase. Got a version off on him, and then I did a perils double 1. CP'd it. Rolled a 1 again. So he suffered a wound from perils. I got my CP back, so I'm still on 3. And that's it. On to shooting. Right. So anyway, these guys fired and killed 5 of them.
4.
I killed 5.
No, I've killed 4.
5 of them. Passive
4
pistols didn't do anything. These guys fired at the Soul Grinder and took 4 wounds off. I fired everything at the Soul Grinder. Didn't do a single wound.
No.
Didn't even get a single wound through.
Didn't have to make a save.
Got like a single save. You used to shite bag.
Just.
Right, on to charges, which is just Deathwing. Let's roll that. 7, that should be plenty.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay, so Deathwing have just attacked, and this is worth filming. The sergeant missed with all of his power sword. I hit with 5 power fists, which is pretty good. It's 5 out of 8. Wounded all 5. This was Jack's.
Invulnerable save.
Oh, I realised actually they do D3 wounds.
Oh shit.
So it's still safe. He rolled 4 saves on his invulnerable saves, and then rolled on his 1 disgusting resilient. That. So he saves all of them. So far my Deathwing have done literally nothing, I don't think. Taken a couple of wounds off one guy, and that's it.
Oh no, they killed the
Killed the pox brother, I think,
yeah.
yeah. End of a rather dull assault phase. Killed Terminator in return. Killed not a single plague bearer. So Deathwing, the elite of the elite, killed nothing and died 1 in return. And then in here, I did no wounds to him, and he did a wound on my librarian. So it's really going well for Dark Angels. They really are just flapping at these big demons. They must be terrified of them. Movement, he just waddled up to get within an inch of him. Soul Grinders moved around so we can assault that guy. These guys left combat rather sensibly to get this objective. That's it. Very quick psychic phase. Failed to cast Fleshy Abundance, and I denied his smite. So we just start shooting phase. He can't shoot because he's left combat. He didn't do anything.
He had a plague flail that didn't do anything.
And then he missed with everything. So
Yeah. I did try and shoot him at the
tank.
tank, yeah.
He doesn't want to shoot the bike. He wants to assault the bike and claim that objective.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a pretty boring turn for you.
Yeah, very,
No psychic going off, no shooting gone off,
Hit his
and not really any
combat
no combat gone off.
So
He didn't cause any wounds to the
nothing.
Vindicator.
Oh, because he didn't hit at all, did he? I
He only hit with 1, I think. Yeah,
Crap.
and I saved.
Yeah.
I saved
And then
it.
this guy,
And
this guy.
This guy he only suffered 1 wound, needed a 6, saved. And then over here, you caused no wounds to terminate, and they killed 3 in return. So it's not looking.
You killed 1 actually, but
I killed 1.
forgot to take
Yeah, I
two
forgot
off
to do
previous
morale
turn,
from
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Okay, you've scored 4 points though. 'Cause you've got 4 objectives.
2.
Oh no, you
No,
had that
I've
one.
done that one.
That's contested,
So
yeah.
3
So
points.
3 objectives.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dark Angel's turn 3, just a bit of movement. He left combat, Bike left combat. He's whisked over here. They moved up to try and murder this guy finally. And that's it. Psychic. Okay, simple Psychic. Got aversion off on this guy again.
Motherfucker, you.
And caused 2 wounds on this guy. So that's pretty good. I might get rid of him. Not a great shooter. Oh, these guys both overcharged their plasma pistols and killed that guy. These fired everything at him, and he was just horrible with his saves. And they only had 2 wounds. So I hit him with everything, literally everything. All the plasma shots overcharged, and the las cannon, and hellfire rounds from the heavy bolt gun. Still, they took two wounds off him. And then this guy fired his missile launcher. Obviously missed, as he always does. Fired everything else at the Nurglings, and they took off 2 wounds. You aren't coming again. So once again, my Terminators just flap at these guys, and he killed 1. I got 5 wounds to them. Jack made 4 invulnerable saves, and they took a wound up in return. Oh, right. Demons turn 4. No real movement. He just shuffled up, and everyone else stayed where they were. We'll just do psychic on camera, shall we? So you're gonna smite this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, smite.
8.
8. Can I deny? Nope. So D3 mortal wounds. 2. Down to 4.
Cool.
And
I'll try and heal myself, I think.
okay, that's your abundance.
No.
I don't think he's ever got that off yet.
Once he did, when he healed 6
Oh yeah, he
wounds on
did, yeah.
himself.
Okay, and shooting. I thought that's on camera. So I'm assuming you're going to shoot this guy.
Yeah, he is going to shoot that guy, because that'd be another -1.
Yeah, you're hitting on 4s. Hitting on 3s, or was it 4? It's 4s.
4s.
4, so 2 hits.
Strength to user, so 5.
5 wound.
Wow,
One
we've
wound.
got a wound. -3, I think.
Doesn't save. How many? It's 2 wounds.
I don't know. I'll just say it might be 3 actually.
I'll pause it there anyway.
Jet biter.
So he did 2 wounds altogether. No, 4 wounds altogether. So he's down to 2 wounds.
Yeah, with his smite and plague blade.
Yeah. And now this guy's fine. He's doing his. What are you doing first?
He's going to split fire. He's going to fire his
Flame bombardment.
and Nephilim jet biter.
Fighter.
Heavy
So
D6.
D6. 1. 5 to hit.
Yes,
Hits.
his first time was hit, I think.
No, he hasn't before. 3 to wound.
3. No, I'll reroll that. No,
Doesn't wound.
it's fucking not.
And then 3 shots.
3 shots at the bite.
1 bite left. 4s. Oh no, he's probably higher than that. That's probably 5s.
Oh yes, because
Five.
he probably shouldn't have even hit.
I would've been
the
6 to
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
So 1
Probably
hit
didn't
on the bike.
get wounded then.
1 hit. Strength.
Strength 7, so 3s.
3s.
No.
Doesn't wound.
Well, it's because
Right.
try and charge a bike.
Yeah, so charges. He'll charge the bike. We'll do Overwatch.
Yeah,
He'll charge the
charge
tanks.
the
We'll do
tank
Overwatch off camera. He got in. He got in. Done.
At the end of that turn,
So Jack destroyed this quite easily. Killed that easily. Didn't do any damage on Terminators. I had to use my last command point, which I then got back to save him, and I killed 3 in return. It's not looking good for me. Jack's got a lot of victory points. I've not got a lot. He's got
3 more.
three objectives. I'm going to play my turn out just to see what I can kill, but basically it's game over after this. Right, Dark Angel's turn 4. Movement was very simple. These guys moved up, and the jet fighter's flown over there. Let's do smite on him. Do I try and deny on a 6?
Yeah.
Yep. And then aversion. Actually, I don't bother casting, because if I get perils,
you'll die.
and we're not going to play after this turn because it's 12:15 now. On to shooting. Okay, it's end of turn 4. I killed the Soulgrinder. It's fun. I killed the Nurglings with a combination of this guy and the snipers. Finished him off. They flapped at each other. I killed 1. Okay, Jack turns 5 over. He moved up. Basically, attacked everything at the librarian, killed him, overran into him. Well, he's attacked with him actually.
He didn't attack. He just killed him. Crushing box sat him.
Yep. And over here, I killed 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
2 or 3, and 1 died to morale, and that's it really. Now it's on to turn 5. There's very little left, as you can tell. I'll take it. Yep. So
11.
that's end of Dark Angel's turn 5. Not killed anyone. Took a few wounds off this guy. Their saving throws have been mental.
Yep. Still
1 left. So we've called it there. We have now called it there. We won't call it turn 4, but we've tried to play it a bit
quickly
longer.
played out the last
But
turn 5.
we've called it there. Jack's got like 20 points, and I've got
21.
11. and I can't really get any more, so we're calling it there. Two things. I enjoyed using Dark Angels even though I've lost. I did enjoy using them. I enjoyed having the flyer. He didn't do that well, but just having him zip around is kind of fun.
And basically immune to most combat things.
I wouldn't take a master. I'll take someone with Terminator armor. Someone with better. I wasn't that good.
No.
I'll take someone with better really. Devastators did alright. Terminators kind of did what they kind of did alright. I mean, they hit wood and stuff. It's just you made lots of saving throws.
Survived.
So I think two things. I think you deserve to win. I think you played well. I think you split your forces well. You ploughed him up the middle, which was good. They got sat on objectives. Nurgle sat on objectives. Soul Grinder did. I think you played quite well. I think your saving throws were good. Your hitting and wounding was about average.
Well,
your saving and disgusting was
what I'd probably say is you can probably cope with someone rolling really well on their invulnerable saves or disgusting resilient, but I was rolling really well on both.
Yeah, I think your rolling was probably above average on it, which is fine. I enjoyed the game a lot. I thought it was great fun. Yeah, it was fun to use Spacemen. It was fun to play against Daemons.
I think that showed, like you said before, how a smaller game feels more tactical.
Yeah, that felt really tactical.
Yeah,
very tactical. Dark Angels did it again.
Bikes seemed a bit shit. You probably need more of them.
Bikes, they're kind of going into the wrong targets, really.
Yeah.
They're good against squishier things.
The thing is,
land speed is probably better.
Squishy. It took
no, because unless you're doing something that does 2 wounds, and therefore they don't get the disgusting resilient, they're actually just as hard to kill as pretty much as plague bearers.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up? I'll interject here briefly to give my thoughts on using demons, since I didn't do so on camera. I frickin' hate narrating to a microphone when I'm on my own, so you gotta deal with this. Okay, so first up I'll say that I really frickin' enjoyed using demons. I was a bit worried about their lack of anti-armor, but it didn't matter in this battle. Obviously, with this Nurgle army, if your rolls are even slightly hot, then the invuns plus disgustingly resilient can be fucking insane, as was the case in this battle. I liked the simplicity of the army, with units being pretty straightforward and usable out of the box, so to speak. Then again, that could be seen as a negative. My real issue is, why the fuck did they totally frickin' bone demons when it comes to stratagems? Seriously, they have less strats than most armies, then on top of that they have hardly any good ones. Then if you're going mono god you can use barely any of these shitty strats anyway. Overall, it feels like armies such as Guard, Nids, and Eldar, yet I can't get this frickin' software to say Eldar with the right emphasis, god damn it. Anyway, those armies seem like they were designed to give a ton of cool options and have a handful of nice strats to give them a significant power boost. With demons, it's all thou shalt not do this or that. Thou shalt not have any cool strats or relics, thou shalt have no real options for tinkering or customization. I don't know why the designers got this fucking obsession a few years back with the idea that demons should somehow be less customizable than other armies. Ugh. Anyway, that said, I did still enjoy them, and they're obviously capable of some scary shit.
Yeah. Vindicator was alright, he did kind of what I expected really.
One scary moment when he got 4 wounds through on my...
Yeah.
On
he saved 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know really. I think the rolls could have swung it, I suppose. I mean, he took a lot of firepower and regenerated a lot of firepower.
Yeah, he did pretty
Soul Grinder took a lot and healed a lot. Could have made a difference, I suppose. But yeah, I don't feel hard done by.
No, and it comes down to the end of it. I mean, if it'd gone slightly different, you could get a couple more. I could have not got a couple. It would have been a lot closer. But...
Yeah. But the important thing is I enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yeah,
so,
that was a fun game.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
Cool.
All right. So we enjoyed that. Thanks a lot for watching.
See you next time.